Alright, let's be real, push-ups are probably the most well-known bodyweight exercise on the planet. They're simple, effective, and you can do them literally anywhere. But here's the thing, a lot of people start doing daily push-ups thinking it'll automatically lead to a shredded chest and bulging triceps, only to be disappointed after a few weeks of not seeing much change. So the big question is, how many push-ups should you actually be doing every day to build muscle, and does doing them daily even work? Let's dive into that. I'll break down how push-ups build muscle, what daily push-ups do and don't do, and exactly how many you should be aiming for based on your fitness level. Plus, we'll go over how to structure your routine, what to eat, how to recover, and how to avoid the classic mistake of just endlessly adding reps with no real strategy. First, we need to understand what push-ups are really doing. When you do a push-up correctly, I'm talking full range of motion, controlled tempo, not flopping around like a fish. You're targeting your chest, triceps, shoulders, and core. You're training muscular endurance, but depending on how you structure your sets and reps, you can absolutely build size and strength, too. But here's the catch. Your body adapts quickly. If you do the same number of push-ups, the same way, every day, your muscles stop responding. You plateau. That's why some people say push-ups don't work. It's not the push-up that's the problem. It's the lack of progressive overload. Now, let's break things down by experience level. Because how many push-ups you should do daily depends entirely on where you're starting from. If you're a beginner, like you struggle to hit 10 to 20 clean push-ups, then yes, doing push-ups daily can help build a foundation. You're training your nervous system, building endurance, and developing basic strength. In that case, you can start with something like 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, 3 to 5 times a week. Focus on perfect form. Take 60 to 90 seconds of rest between sets. That's it. Nothing fancy, just consistency. Now, if you're intermediate, you can hit 25 to 30 push-ups pretty cleanly. Then it's time to start thinking a bit smarter. You'll want to work up to 4 or 5 sets of 20 to 30 reps, 4 to 6 days a week. But here's the kicker. You should start playing with variation. Don't just do vanilla push-ups over and over. Try diamond push-ups to hit your triceps more. Slow down your reps. Add a pause at the bottom. These tweaks make a huge difference. And if you're advanced, you've been training consistently for over a year and bodyweight push-ups feel too easy, then it's time to level up. Weighted push-ups, decline push-ups, archer push-ups, one-arm negatives, these will challenge your muscles and keep you progressing. At this point, doing basic push-ups every day isn't building size anymore, it's maintenance. You need more stimulus. So focus on harder variations or use equipment like resistance bands or a weighted vest. 3 to 5 challenging sets, 3 to 5 days per week, with plenty of recovery time, is your sweet spot. Now, let's tackle the big one. Should you be doing push-ups every single day? Look, I get the appeal. No equipment, no gym, no excuses. It feels like a great way to build discipline. But here's what most people don't realize. Muscle isn't built during your workout. It's built when you rest. If you hammer the same muscle group every day with no break, you're not giving it time to recover, repair, and grow. And if you're not recovering, you're not progressing. You might even be setting yourself up for injury or overtraining. So, what's a better approach? Train push-ups 4 to 5 days a week. Alternate push days with recovery or pull days. Give yourself at least 24 to 48 hours between intense sessions targeting the same muscles. If you really want to train daily, vary the intensity. Make some days lighter, focus on mobility, or hit different areas entirely. That way, you're staying active without burning yourself out. Let's talk progression now, because this is where most people fall off. They start with 30 push-ups a day, then 40, then 50, then 60. And eventually, they're spending 20 minutes doing hundreds of reps with minimal return. That's not efficient, and it's not sustainable. Instead, use progressive overload. That means you're always increasing the challenge in some way. You can add reps, sure, but you can also add sets. Slow down the tempo. Increase time under tension. Add a pause. Elevate your feet. Add weight. Or switch to a tougher variation entirely. The point is, your body needs a reason to adapt. Doing more of the same doesn't cut it. And here's the other half of the muscle building equation that gets ignored all the time: nutrition and recovery. If you're not eating enough, especially enough protein, your body doesn't have the raw materials it needs to build muscle. If you're skipping sleep or running on fumes, your recovery tanks, your performance dips, and your progress stalls. So here's what you need to do. Eat at a slight calorie surplus if your goal is hypertrophy. Aim for about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Get your carbs and healthy fats in. And for the love of gains, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. That's when the real magic happens, when your body is repairing, rebuilding, and growing stronger. All right, let's tie it all together. Here's a realistic weekly push-up routine for someone at the intermediate level. Monday, 4 sets of 25 standard push-ups. Tuesday, active recovery, light stretching or walking. Wednesday, 4 sets of diamond push-ups, 20 reps per set. Thursday, 5 sets of archer push-ups or tempo push-ups with a 3-second lower. Friday, full rest day or mobility work. Saturday, push-up ladder, 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, all the way up to 10 and back down. Sunday, rest. That routine gives your body the challenge it needs and the rest it deserves. And it keeps things interesting, which helps you stay consistent long-term. So, to answer the question once and for all, how many daily push-ups should you do to build muscle? The real answer is enough to challenge your muscles without burning them out, and progressively more over time. That number will vary depending on your level, but it's not about hitting a magic number. It's about smart training, proper recovery, and consistent progression. If you've been stuck doing the same push-ups every day, I hope this gave you some clarity. Train with intention, fuel your body right, recover well, and the results will come. Now let me ask you, how many push-ups are you doing right now? And are they helping you grow or just making you tired?